Hello, my name is Saket Modi. I'm a London-based financial trainer and consultant. In this video, we will look at an introduction to IPSAS 41 financial instruments. There are a few standards that deal with financial instruments in IPSAS. IPSAS 28 is a relatively short standard and deals with presentation of financial instruments, in particular the presentation of financial liability and net assets or equity. It also covers offsetting of financial assets and financial liabilities. IPSAS 29 is the main standard relating to financial instruments and covers recognition and measurement of financial assets and financial liabilities. It also includes impairment of financial assets and hedge accounting. IPSAS 29 is a complex standard and has often been criticized as being rule-based. It is going to be replaced with IPSAS 41 financial instruments for periods beginning on or after 1 January 2022. IPSAS 30 is a standard that deals with disclosures of financial instruments, in particular the risks arising from use of financial instruments. There are three key changes in IPSAS 41 financial instruments compared to IPSAS 29. First is the classification of financial assets. Second, the forward-looking expected credit loss impairment model, which has been introduced in IPSAS 41. And thirdly, the hedge accounting has been made more principles-based. Let's look at the classification and measurement of financial assets. IPSAS 29 has been criticized as being rule-based with many classification categories and complex to apply in practice. IPSAS 41 introduces a principles-based approach to classification of financial assets which drives the measurement. The IPSAS 41 approach is based on the entity's management model for managing the financial assets and contractual cash flow characteristics of the financial asset. IPSAS 29 has incurred loss model when it comes to recognition of impairment losses. So impairment is recognized only when there is an objective evidence of loss. And this often leads to delayed recognition of impairment losses. IPSAS 41 introduces a forward-looking expected credit loss model, which results in timely recognition of impairment losses and hence helps users make better decisions. IPSAS 29 hedge accounting is criticized as being rule-based and not aligned to the common risk management activities of an entity. IPSAS 41 introduces a principles-based approach to hedge accounting, closely aligned to the risk management activities of an entity. The IPSAS 41 approach enables more entities to apply hedge accounting. If you would like to subscribe to our newsletter, please email us on info@smglobal.co.uk or visit our website. Feel free to connect with me on LinkedIn. Thank you.